York Giants taking on the Cleveland Browns.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If you look at this Browns defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again, it's Chubb. And right away, he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Davis Price.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Handoff right side, Davis Price.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Davis Price fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Now Howell.
He's got it. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Davis Price.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Now 4th down and goal.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. From his goal line here, Hill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Chubb running right. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off of play action. Hill.
That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You look at this Browns defense.
They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So the first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. Powell.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Let's go. 19 tight.
And Howe will throw it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, New York.
Here's Hill. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hill now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Now Hill.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Play fake. Hill sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Throwing on third down, Hill. That is caught, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Let's go now.
They'll give this to Davis Price running right. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Browns are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. 2nd
down, and again it's Davis Price. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Going for it, here's Davis Price. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
Hal down to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Davis Price. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 44 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. And second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a give to Davis-Price.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Throwing here, Howell.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Ty Davis-Price, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw, Hill. Under pressure, they got him again.
Trayvon Walker.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Howell.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
And every time I see one of these plays occur, I always think to myself, It takes a quarterback not only with a strong arm, sometimes with great mechanics, great footwork, obviously good vision, and sometimes just one of those to complete.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They run again on first down. Chubb. Touchdown, Giants. Nick Chubb, 35 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Back to throw. Howell. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Cowboy 80. Three.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. Ryland on for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Giants 21, Browns 13. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Howell. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here's Hill. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trayvon Walker
getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
On 1st down, Howell.
It's caught by Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Howell. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Howell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
A give left side for Davis Price.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Howell looking to throw again.
And he fires one incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Powell going to audible to something else.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Powell, he'll look to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
And Howe will throw it.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
36 yards.
And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Hal throwing for it.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Hill. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Trayvon Walker.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Hill. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
70 Lion. 18 Pioneer. Riggs. 60 Maverick. Warrior 70. 7 Pirates. Take go.
Howell to throw. Drops this underneath for Davis Price.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Howell changing the play here.
And a yard at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw.
Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Davis Price up the middle. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Another touch for Davis Price.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Here's Howell.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. First of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
This is 1st and 10.
Panther 11.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's 1st down.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds of a PAT away from likely
extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 Lion. Huh.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Tucker now for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
50 Bobcat, 50 Bobcat.
Now it's Hill. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Here's 2nd down.
Hill.
This taken in by Downs.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. The Browns drive about to get started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Davis Price once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a first throw here in overtime.
He gets this one to Davis Price.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to throw. Howell.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first down at the 48-yard line.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
167 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. A give. This is Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have